Have you ever considered the idea that a seemingly innocent family trip might spiral into unexpected complications that twist and turn in surprising directions? At 34, I embrace the name Sophia. I long to share a story filled with passion, set against the stunning scenery of a sun-drenched getaway along the captivating Malaga coast in Spain. The gentle whisper of the ocean and the zesty aroma that floated in the air created a magical ambience throughout the day. Upon my return, I felt an undeniable pull to the back seat, uncomfortably close to Lucas, a result of the tight space. What unfolded when the tight spaces of the vehicles resulted in a chaotic situation? Stay with us until the conclusion to reveal this story. I reside in Malaga, a vibrant coastal treasure in the southern part of Spain where the sun radiates endlessly. 7 years ago, I wove my existence with David, a man of 40, in a connection that murmurs of hidden truths and unexpressed longings. David, wrapped in the shadows of his past, is the father of Lucas, a child born from the echoes of his first union. I have a daughter named Isabella, who is 12 years old and represents a significant chapter from my past. Lucas and I showcase unique differences, yet our family bond remains strong. He is a quiet young man, radiating a subtle allure that hangs in the atmosphere, consistently aware and considerate of my presence, even amidst the stillness that surrounds us. Though I see the unvoiced gap that our positions as stepmother and stepson have created, I frequently choose the term son to emphasize the bond one longed to express. The day blossomed beneath a brilliant sun, an ideal setting for a clandestine getaway to the coast. David, Lucas, Isabella, my dear friend from the days of our youth. Michael and I embarked on an adventure to La Malaga, a renowned stretch of coastline in Malaga. We have crafted exquisite treats, invigorating coconut soda, and versatile seating to ensure that your day is filled with luxury. The ocean sparkled in a mesmerizing, profound blue. The sand shimmered with a radiant golden hue, while Isabella's laughter floated through the breeze, mingling playfully with the waves. I donned a small blue bikini, its understated charm making me feel at ease as we strolled together as a family. The bikini top embraced my figure flawlessly, while the bottom was delightfully minimal, teasing the imagination and highlighting my captivating silhouette. I had become accustomed to donning this type of outfit by the water, never envisioning it would cause any issues. As the sun sank beneath the horizon, we collected our things, poised to set forth on a journey cloaked in mysteries and unvoiced longings. To maintain the vehicle's immaculate condition, we carefully removed every remnant of the meal, engaging in a purifying ceremony at the public restrooms by the coast. Joyful David's compact SUV was designed to welcome 5 passengers and a plethora of items, from folding chairs to luggage and even the leftovers of lavish meals. The landscape of opportunity has been notably restricted. As we journeyed, Isabella decided to nestle on my lap in the back, determined to occupy every bit of space, while Michael positioned himself in the front next to David. Isabella expressed her frustration with the circumstances, feeling restless and soaked in perspiration as the hours dragged on. Isabella confidently took the front seat upon her return, while Michael had to move to the right-hand rear seat. This indicated that there was a vacancy to be addressed, and Lucas was chosen for the role. As David revealed his concept, a wave of doubt washed over me. "Sophia, would you like to take a seat on Lucas's lap?" David commented nonchalantly that his height would contribute to a more comfortable experience. Lucas held his tongue, but a subtle crimson smile flickered on his lips, suggesting untold stories waiting to be revealed. I observed him intently. I responded with assurance, working to maintain my composure, even as a hint of discomfort flickered inside me. At just 19, Lucas was immersed in a whirlwind of emotions and aspirations, where each pulse resonated with unvoiced realities and concealed longings. Therefore, I was acutely conscious of the years that molded him. I collected my thoughts, reassuring myself that everything would unfold as it should, that the journey ahead would be brief, and that there was no reason for concern. Still, I couldn't dispel the discomfort that settled in at the mere idea of leaning against his legs. Lucas meticulously dried his sleek black swimsuit with a towel, each movement intentional and infused with unspoken mysteries. To ensure the vehicle remained dry, we carefully tucked the towel beneath the seat. I settled on his legs, carefully balancing the space between us as I maneuvered through the palpable tension that hung in the atmosphere. Everything unfolded seamlessly in those initial 5 minutes, wrapped in a shroud of mystery. As Michael and Isabella shared passionate words about the treasures she had collected from the shore, the atmosphere was charged with unexpressed tension, all while David steered the path forward. The radio played delightful melodies that floated through the quiet moments, creating a captivating setting for their conversation. I attempted to immerse myself in the expansive landscape, characterized by the lively palm trees that bordered the coastal trails of Malaga and the stunning crimson sunset stretching across the horizon. As I traversed the rough terrain, a palpable tension surrounded me, as if something concealed was awakening just below the surface, tantalizing my senses. Initially, I believed the discomfort arose solely from my posture. Eventually, I found a way to accept the reality of the situation. In a heartbeat, my heart surged with excitement, and a captivating thrill enveloped me like a cloak. Despite grasping the entirety of the situation, I was powerless to look away or meet Lucas's gaze. He exhibited the typical response of a young man as I, in my revealing bathing suit, settled right onto his legs. I fought to keep my composure, telling myself that it was merely a typical reaction of the body and there was no reason for concern. Lucas remained silent, but the atmosphere surrounding him buzzed with hidden longings and mysteries that lingered in each inhalation. He felt no urge to stir feelings of shame in anyone or to allow anyone in the car, particularly David, to perceive anything amiss. The transformation within Lucas resonated deeply with me, igniting a passionate intensity as I endeavored to remain steadfast, hardly moving an inch. As time flowed on, I gradually yielded to the charm of simplicity, releasing the rigid posture that had grown too heavy to maintain for an extended period. Not out of longing, but due to the burden of fate. A profound sensation awakened inside me, a hidden desire. I found myself pausing, caught in the grip of a relentless curiosity that lingered in my mind, an unwelcome shadow I couldn't quite dispel. I found myself grappling with the urge to surrender to those thoughts, fully aware of my responsibilities as David's wife and Lucas's stepmother. My body grazed his with a jolt of electricity every time the vehicle jolted over a bump in the road, utterly unintentional. Furthermore, the intensity of that understanding grew stronger. I placed a bag on my lap, creating the facade of organizing our belongings, while internally I was enveloped in a web of untruths, concealing the truth lurking beneath the surface. I attempted to fully engage, using my knees to lighten the burden. However, this merely intensified the atmosphere of unease. Despite the truth laid bare in Lucas's form, there was a prevailing belief that he was desperately clinging to authority. I felt my fingers clutching the seat with increasing intensity. My calm shattered as the vehicle swerved without warning. A shiver ran through me as the soft fabric of my bikini fell away, exposing the inviting warmth of my bare skin beneath. A powerful surge of emotion engulfed me. An overwhelming sense of foreboding enveloped me. Yet, I discovered myself wrapped in a secret and powerful emotion. It was utterly beyond me to hold back my emotions, despite the awareness that I was in the wrong. The height of anticipation settled in as we halted at the crimson light of the traffic signal. The radio station throbbed with energy as the occupants of the vehicle whispered to one another, every word tinged with a sense of mystery. I pretended to be relaxed as I reclined, letting my body inch nearer to Lucas. He grasped my hand with a swiftness that sent a thrill coursing through me, and I sensed the heavy presence of his desire to command the scene. In a moment of vulnerability, he let the situation unravel beyond his grasp. A ceaseless surge of exhilarating warmth flowed through my entire essence. Lucas reacted quickly, pulling at my hair to shield his face as he pressed his lips to mine, with intensity, quelling any possible commotion. I hurriedly collected my swimwear, attempting to conceal any hints of what was hidden beneath. In that moment, I was captivated by the sultry sound of Isabella's voice drifting from the front seat. "Mother, how have you been faring? Your complexion exudes a subtle warmth." My heartbeat transformed, a delicate quiver flowing within me. David's eyes met mine, laden with uncertainty. His voice held a subtle tension as he asked, "Sophia, are you really all right?" I attempted to conjure a smile, but my voice revealed a trace of doubt. "Do not worry, my dear. Everything is in its rightful place. The atmosphere is laden with an unspoken intensity." Yet I felt a keen awareness that David's trust in me was anything but complete. He stayed far too long, observing Lucas and me, stirring a profound unease within me. Did he hide any uncertainties regarding it? Isabella felt an unusual shift from the usual flow. I observed Lucas stand, his gaze cast down, as if to shield himself from the burden of his fatigue, while silence wrapped around us. Our eyes locked for an instant, brimming with unvoiced mysteries, a moment thick with unexpressed tension. In this intricate tapestry, silence speaks volumes. Upon entering my abode, a sense of urgency drove me straight to the restroom, eager to wipe away any remnants of the events that had unfolded. Lucas entered his chamber, surrounded by a profound silence, his lips pressed together, guarding every unvoiced idea. The disquieting sparkle in David's eyes as he crossed them stayed with me, despite the fact that neither he nor Isabella appeared to notice the palpable tension surrounding us. In the days that followed, Lucas and I refrained from sharing glances. The depth of his gaze caught my attention every time our paths crossed in those surprising moments. In a swirl of intrigue and uncertainty, I found myself reflecting on whether this moment would reappear in the days ahead. I also found myself reflecting on that very question. Can this promise endure, lingering in the depths of doubt? Will David ever uncover the depths to show what truly exists below the surface? What shadows would loom over our family if the concealed truths were to emerge? The lessons I gathered from this story were deeply impactful. Sometimes, impulsive decisions can result in the loss of our most valued possessions as we navigate away from the right direction. I have allowed my concealed longings to obscure my clarity. Now, I find myself anxious that this hidden truth might jeopardize the delicate equilibrium of the existence I have crafted over these past 7 years. I believe my story will resonate with a warning. It is crucial to establish boundaries with unwavering clarity, regardless of the emotions that may ebb and flow inside. Have you ever experienced a situation where your emotions drove you to act in ways that clashed with your core values? If you were in my position, how would you approach uncovering this concealed reality? Would you prefer to guard your secrets closely or share the truth with David? Your reflections in the comments are deeply desired, as they hold the key to unlocking the intricacies of my own existence through your perspective.